Denver Nuggets took game one of their Western.
I had rebounds to turn to 50, huh? You tryna make a deal and I need some beer, my buddy.
Best enjoyed loud.
He's a gritty player for the Timberwolves. They'll be counting on him tonight.
Vincent.
Games for the Denver Nuggets. Starting in that backcourt, Randall played a much better.
Gonna play.
And Coach Fentz, before the game, talked to Cality. Randall doing just that in that first half.
Those review watching the Atlanta Hawks and the Aaron Gordon tonight for the Nuggets. Fourth, Candace Parker, Dwayne Wade, and here comes Randall. Having it first, bumping in here to Jones, up and off. Jokic will run hard, the bump into Gobert, and the rebound by Brown. Back to the big man in the corner, the Jokic 3-0.
Beyond the arc, as you see Anthony Edwards putting his head down and getting to the paint, which is a point of emphasis.
In this series, here comes Christian Brown. They've got Edwards on Jokic. With a miss.
To the coaching staff in Minnesota about establishing the paint right away, going to Julius right, one foot in the paint early on, letting his team know what we expected you guys.
Randall's got it. Gobert screen, the three.
If you're Denver, you're living with that, especially with Aaron Gordon out. You're not putting pressure on the Nuggets defense. You're taking a three-point shot.
McDaniels, DiVincenzo, McDaniels.
Anything that's been in the media, start the game with a dunk and one. We wanted to see what McDaniels will do. Well, this is what he will do.
Aiden McDaniels, an 83% free throw shooter, a career-high free throw percentage for him. And the quick Minnesota lead. Murray by midcourt. Jokic on the wing. The three, no. He's had 24 points in game two. They're crowding Edwards. DiVincenzo, what a terrific shot clock down to 4. Step back, three over Jones. Rebound, Goto, three over Brown. Rebound, McDaniels.
Physicality, because guess what? When you're going to put two on the ball with Anthony Edwards, you're susceptible on the backside on offensive rebounds. That's how the Timberwolves. McDaniels cleans up the backside because Denver, they want to get out and run, but there's a balance of securing the.
Talk about Aaron Gordon. No Aaron Gordon. You miss his physicality right there. When you see them getting extra possessions, just kind of manning the glass. That's Aaron Gordon's territory.
Jokic tonight with the injury to Aaron Gordon. It's McDaniels on the wing. The defense by Murray. The shot clock at 7. Edwards, it's a three. Tip in try, Gobert. And it's picked up.
Minnesota settle for outside shots. They have to finish it. Like we talked about, 20-3 on second chance points. They have to finish the play with rebounding.
The Gobert defense on Jokic. He'll drive, trundling his way down.
Had his way against Rudy Gobert coming into this season, averaging 35.8, 15, 11.3 assists. This series has not fared in that direction as Murray puts one home. We're used to him facilitating a little bit. He's calling his own number.
Maybe they felt like they just had to get him going early to shake off what happened in game two, especially in the fourth. Edwards a shot early on.
It just hasn't resulted in any buckets.
Jokic in that fourth in game two, 1 of 7, primarily defended by Gobert. Steering his way for the shot. Edwards got the break.
Well, Anthony Edwards right here got his hand a little bit on the body, but making plays. Like he said, if it goes to the back.
In game two and the start here.
In this entire series, he's 3 of 17 from the three-point line, starting this game off 0 for 3. Jokic sometimes as a.
The successful challenge attempt by Minnesota, unsuccessful. They thought they had the call. You just saw Aaron Gordon on the sideline, not playing tonight, calf strain. They got the word about 4 o'clock in a text message to Dave Edelman. There is DiVincenzo.
His shots, we all know that it becomes an ocean for him, but this guy right here, he's the engine of this team. When he's making shots, when he's doing the little things, they just seem to get after it.
Brown triple.
and
Rebound.
X'd each other out. Brown had himself a game in game 1, and game 2 has been dependable.
Look at Gobert muscling his way inside. Kicks it back out. Here comes Randall coming off the good game 2. For those of you just joining us, McDaniels 3-0.
Well, going back to Dante, man, and you hear it from his own teammates as Jamal Murray shoots a shot. He's a winning player. You know, they know that this guy will make win, and he keeps this team together. So it's great to see him getting the shot starting early.
Great throw by Randall. The cutting McDaniels. Great snow. Rebound collected by the Nuggets. Neither team shooting well to start. Brown full steam ahead. Gobert the block. Rebound.
And this game early is favoring Timberwolves in the style that they're playing. They want physical. They want grinding. They want to take the ball and have this game decided in the paint.
What a pass. Gobert.
The Euro no-look pass, but Rudy getting the ball in the middle. He has become a better decision-maker in the middle of the floor, which allows his team to trust him to make those plays.
Denver 1 of 11. Murray, Jones, who's taken the...
Rudy is kind of mad that he didn't get Defensive Player of the Year this year. He's really out to show how important he is to the team. But right here, Euro step, the no-look. He never turned around. The confident.
Nas Reed have come in from Minnesota.
And Dosunmu, honestly, this is his first playoff series since Chicago. So Coach Vince said he looks to see him kind of get more aggressive as the games progress.
Edwards dancing on Brown. Drove and with
Times a settle left step back jump shot, but because Anthony Edwards knows that his ability to put pressure on the Nuggets defense by getting in the paint, good things happen.
You know, coach, too many jump shots tonight. They kind of mixed it in. They forced a few, but they have been on the attack, and it's led by this guy right here.
Spencer Jones picked up the foul. Off that baseline, driving is McDaniels.
And Edwards' decision-making out of 2 is going to be crucial for this series. So far, so good.
Jokic driving on Gobert. And he finally gets one to drop. Number 1 in rebounding, number 1 in assists. Dosunmu up top. He and DiVincenzo been terrific in the backcourt tonight. And in this series, here is Edwards working on Brown. McDaniels down the lane.
Candace, they're not settling for outside shots. The catch and go. Once they get Denver into rotation, this is what Jaden McDaniels was talking about. They're not a great defensive team once they're in rotation and they out of place. They're positioned defensive team.
Cam Johnson goes Suba with another gear. Gets him down court in a hurry. Edwards has started 1 of 4. Mariano here, a 3. Coming off a nice 16-point game in game 2. Jokic screen. Murray drives. There's a whistle. There's his out. Bones Highland has come in. A former Nugget.
And Bones Highland in game 2 played extremely well.
Yes, he
Just
did.
10 minutes of action, came in, knocked down some threes, played good defense. So let's see what his impact is.
Cam Johnson way off. Dosunmu the other way, snaking his way inside. The Minnesota lead, 18-6 on Prime. 7-2 run. Bruce Brown is in. Strawther's in for the first time in the series. Hardaway with a 3. 2 fouls. Gets the rebound. Dosunmu down low in a lot of white jerseys, fencing him off. Nas Reed, former 6-man award winner.
Well,
Denver led the NBA, Dwayne, in scoring this season, and they're one of the best road scoring teams in recent memory in the league, and they've only got 6 points to start this one.
Well, I think let's say they're doing it on purpose, because whoever's to bring their game here on the road right now, they need someone to start making shots, and especially without Aaron Gordon, who normally is getting to the free throw line, attacking down low.
There's a try by Brown. Even it's Gobert who sets the screen. Highland will try to maneuver. Shot clock at 6. Dosunmu 3. And a rebound by Hardaway.
And right here, the Timberwolves 1 for 9 from beyond the arc. They're 0 of 8. So right here, the Timberwolves on this possession need to get into the paint.
Reed on the move. Gobert almost had it. It's clutched on to by Brown. They got numbers the other way. That was deflected.
I like the effort that Minnesota is putting out here. Like, obviously, on this end of the floor, they're not making all their shots, but on the defensive end of the floor, they're just flying around. They're making their shots a little tough. They're not allowing hand down, man down. Them guys are actually making sure that they make it. And Rudy
Deals. But what he did defensively changed the game.
Yeah, he's been doing an amazing job of, you can't stop Jokic at all, but he has done an incredible job of just pushing Jokic out a little further, staying really disciplined to the game plan, not picking up those cheap, small fouls on Jokic. That I'm watching out of the Minnesota Timberwolves when it comes to Rudy. You know, a lot of times you see Rudy on the floor, whether offensively or defensively, people are on him. And now you're looking at a team that is really in a trust space with Rudy, and he's doing all the things.
It's Dosumu and Highland and DiVincenzo. Struthers on him. DiVincenzo, what a pass by Gobert. What a finish
By 12.
I cannot believe the #1 scoring team in the NBA with 11 points. An amazing number. Dosumu drives. With a slow start, 1 of 8. Murray back in, Brown back there with them. No Aaron Gordon tonight with a calf strain. That's a long shot by Murray. A rebound try and retrieved by Highland. Edwards back out there with 2 fouls. Working on Strother. In the paint, Minnesota 20-4.
I mean, there's nothing. 5 decides to put his head down and drive. There's nothing you can do with this right here. Anthony Edwards getting to the paint, using his athletic.
This is how they win. And I love, you know, Anthony Edwards being patient, understanding where his success is going to come from. But once he gets to the basket, you see he does that switch to that N1.
Minnesota is plus 18 points in the lane. Both Candace and Dwayne talked about that. Minnesota is plus 7 points off turnovers. Look at the defense here. Edwards on Murray. Chip and try. New shot clock. Murray faking the 3 into Reed down low. And they go for the twisting and turning. Najee, who puts it up and in.
And Najee gives the Nuggets a little bit more size, a little bit more physicality against Randall at that forward position.
But with Aaron Gordon being out now, we've seen 2 players who didn't play in the first 2 games. Zeke Najee, there's a 3 from Edwards.
But on that 3, but this is what we love about Anthony Edwards right here. He's up taking the challenge. You talk about a guy that has 2 fouls in this game. He's getting over every screen, trying to put it on Anthony Edwards.
Denver now 5 of 25. Randall up top. Set the screen, worked outside, Reed in the corner. It's a 3.
Inside, penetrates the defense, and then you get a catch-and-shoot 3 on the backside.
Najee trapped inside and a foul called.
Candace, like you talked about, when Minnesota's dancing around the 3-point line and they're not penetrating, their shot quality is not the same. When they touch in that paint, making sure that Denver has to bring their deep Minnesota, and that's what we want to see them continue to get throughout the series.
Zeke Najee, 77% free throw shooter. Him and Strother didn't play the first 2 games. And again, with Gordon out, they hit some of the cohesion there. Spencer Jones got the start tonight. The second-year player from Stanford. Here comes Randall shaking big in the basket. And a foul.
You don't have to run plays for him.
Randall at the stripe. Zeke Najee picks up his first personal foul. And Randall... Go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. Randall had a 24-point, 9-rebound, 6-assist game after just 16 in game 1. With all the concentration, very difficult to beat.
Well, Randall is that guy that can put so much pressure on your defense. He's somebody who gets forgotten about, and when he's selling it for 3s, he's not as great. But when he's putting that shoulder in you, he's going downhill. It's Bruce Brown. As you can put him on that elbow, and you can attack right there.
Foul on Reed, and that is number 3. He just came off the bench.
Coach Bench and his staff is not going to have an ability to challenge.
Brown at the line. Reed is out. Dosumu is back in the game. And Strother's got it. Murray on the move. Into Highland in the corner. Najee, 3.
And right there, Najee makes him pay.
You saw Murray coming downhill. His first initial reaction was just to protect the paint. But that's what Denver needs. They need a little bit more penetration by Murray to get in there, get these shooters a chance to shoot a shot without so much contest.
Edwards. Three won't go. Struck.
Jamal Murray on the last play, obviously gets downhill, brings three guys and finds his teammates. If you're going to win this game on the road, Candace, you're going to need someone to step up, make outside shots. You haven't given up your shot or yourself for someone else to get a better look.
And you're putting pressure on Minnesota's defense. Julius Randle having to pick because they understood in game one, Jamal Murray's time where he really scored a lot of his 30 points was during this early second quarter run without Jokic.
Strother on the doorstep. Vincenzo was coming for Bones Highland. Randle, they were very concerned with Aaron Gordon being out. What about Randle? DiVincenzo, the fake, the three. No. Najee the rebound. Murray with the ball. Murray 1 of 5. Edwards right there. Long two. Got it. Cutting, drive, score! Nice play, Dosunmu. And that stops a 6-0 Denver run.
I think Minnesota understands as well. As you look out on their floor, there's no rim protector out there for Denver. So they're putting their head down and making Denver have to make a decision on what they're going to do. And right now, they're making outside shots and they're scoring in the paint. And they're getting out of transition.
DiVincenzo. Assists and just one turnover so far.
Yeah, the Timberwolves making good decisions with the ball, not allowing the Nuggets to get any looks in transition off of bad shots or live ball turnovers.
Murray over and Dosunmu.
I know Murray got to his spot to the right side of the floor, but just watching Jaden McDaniels, how he got skinny over that screen, making sure that Jokic couldn't screen him. Jokic one of the best screeners in our league and making it tough.
He's got 11 quick points for Minnesota.
And 5 of 7 from the field, hanging around the basket, making good things happen.
DiVincenzo knocked it away. Numbers, Edwards on the wing. And Jim Hardaway off the bench will defend the three. Their biggest lead tonight.
And you just knew that one was going to go. Sometimes when you're coming off an injury, you need an adjustment, right? Your legs are a little short. Anthony Edwards made that.
Big shots in, up and run.
And that right there is why they picked up Ayo. He pushes tempo off of a made basket, is able to beat.
To put pressure on this Denver team because no one at that basket can stop him.
Now we welcome the audience watching the Toronto-Cleveland game. Here's Jokic inside. Bruce Brown. Good.
You want to be able to settle down, coming out of halftime to give yourself a chance.
Denver's never led. Wolves have led by as many as 19. They are crowding Edwards, who turns the ball over. That's 10. And Denver is 9 of 32 shooting in this game. No Aaron Gordon, for those of you just joining us. Calf strain, they found out at 4 o'clock this afternoon. They changed their starting lineup. Their bench has been disrupted. Jokic on the move.
He is just too big, too strong. That Euro past the secondary defender.
Edwards around the Gobert screen. It's a three.
Setting some incredible screens, having patience. You know, you want your bigs to make sure that they're not moving on the screen, allow you as a guard to do what you need to do. Is DiVincenzo get another steal and Minnesota's out on the break.
Dosunmu bench. He has been electrified.
You talk about DiVincenzo just coming up with back-breaking plays on that. But then if you're Denver, how about having Ayo and Edwards going at you? It's tough for anybody.
Christian Brown at the line. Denver not only was NBA history, that's how good they were offensively.
And that's even without them being rolled. You saw Watson, you saw Aaron Gordon missing substantial games. I mean, this is a team that Minnesota was held to a more win streak.
Timberwolves have made 7 consecutive shots. Here goes DiVincenzo. Carving, feeding, outside, McDaniels, corner, Dosunmu. Here it comes.
There's nothing you can do about that. The ball went from both sides. They're not settling and they're attacking. Denver wants Minnesota to take jump shots.
It's the biggest lead for the Wolves.
What you can do about it, Candace?
McDaniels had a lot to say before this game, but thus far on the defensive end and offensive end, he's backing it up.
In the timeout, Chris Finch talked about movement with this team. And you can see on the offensive end, that's a point of emphasis for this team, is to make sure that they don't stand still.
Cameron Johnson couldn't get the corner three. DiVincenzo's right here. Hardaway finished off that possession with a two. DiVincenzo, three.
As Randall's going to be physical, this is what he wants to do anyway. I don't know if Cam want to get into that battle with him, Candace.
Yeah, Randall doesn't miss any weight room days, I'll tell you that.
A lot of shrugs, a lot of shrugs.
DiVincenzo, nice. Drives, lost it. Now McDaniels had some choice words about the defense of Denver. Said it was non-existent. A drive inside Murray. He shows him a
Record in game 1 and game 2. Early offense in transition and allowing Jamal to get to his spots.
Randall drives on Christian Brown. That's the separation. It's the rebound. He's got 6.
Once again, who's
Another
there?
steal.
Who's there?
DiVincenzo, the 3-0. Jokic the 2.5 to play in the half.
That was a back-breaking 3. T-Wade, if that would have went down.
That was going to be nasty.
Jokic leaning into what he's done, especially in game 2, and in particular the fourth quarter against Jokic, the great Nikola Jokic. 2 free throws right there. Jokic has a 9-point second quarter going. Randall, 1 of 6. Oh, hammers a
Spin. Randall taking advantage of the mismatch. Goodness.
Edwards on the bench with 3 fouls. Jokic open, 3 over McDaniels and Randall. Hardaway's defense. It's Gobert in the line.
Hey, I was about to say, it's Rudy's well. We're just limited if he hit that.
Hardaway inside Brown, whacked by.
They head down, putting their shoulders down. They're just attacking. They're going to put pressure on Jokic and make Jokic make a decision. Does he want to meet them at the rim, or do he want to be in this game?
Timberwolves have it. In the second quarter, they've gone 13 of 20. Denver shooting much better second quarter, 10 of 18. It's 3 of 8. Driving on Randall, hits the brakes, back to Jokic, fakes the 3 on the fly, and the rebound by Gobert.
Great closeout by McDaniels.
Dosunmu, knife it.
Series, every game it seems like he's getting better and more confident.
His college coach is here, Brad Underwood, the coach of the Illini, in the bill, streaming only on Prime Video. Dosunmu, 14 points.
Envisioned when they brought him in here, a guy who can obviously run some point guard at times, but really put some attack on the defense, knock down over shots, but defense as well.
Look at his defense.
They all over the place.
Look at Randall on Jokic. Oh, feed to Dosunmu.
This is unselfish basketball at its finest on both ends of the floor. They're giving of themselves for the other guy, and it's inspiring.
A lot of traffic, Randall inside.
You know what this reminds me of? Three ball and just putting pressure on the Nuggets defense.
Final seconds of the half. Here is Murray. McDaniels there. The Jokic screen. Gobert on the switch. Murray, 3, no. What a
Block, but I mean just efficient. 6 of 8, 13 points, and doing a little bit of everything for the Nuggets.
second half is underway. We just took a look at tonight's rewarding performance presented by Capital One. It's Murray, Cam Johnson, 3, rebound.
7 of 26 from the field in this first half, but the only other starter that has scored was Brown with 2 points.
It's the first time to start a playoff game that Jokic has gone 0-6 to get things underway. DiVincenzo, Gobert, driving hard. Jokic is there. The twist, the turn, the spin, the hook.
Like that happened. That spin, the spin, the spin.
You look like Jokic a little bit on that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Minnesota plus 26 points in the paint, plus 13 fast break. Edwards tried to pickpocket, and Jokic with the Minnesota, and Denver will inbound.
And I look for Denver stars to set the tone. Are you guys packing it up and going back to the hotel and getting ready for game 4, or are you still trying to win this game?
When you got Murray and Jokic, I don't think you ever waved the white flag. This is Jokic in a 3. With the hands of Jokic. Retrieved by Minnesota. It's McDaniels. Ant. Murray there.
Raising up. A lot of confidence in Ant right now. That knee's looking great tonight.
Edwards with 13. Murray with the miss, 3 of 10. Jokic is 4 of 15. There's a whistle.
And Anthony, I'm with you, Nasri, a little too small. And Edwards not knocking it down from beyond the arc, but he has other areas of his ability to score.
Cam Johnson, who just picked up a foul, just makes the steal.
That's the one. Sorry,
he was beginning at the 4 with Gordon out. There's a rebound.
Transition, get back into this game as Edwards with another bucket.
Stuck with the play.
And that's just the ease at which Ant does it on both ends of the floor. Gets out early and is able to capitalize.
Jones 3 puts it up and in. First basket tonight.
And they're going to need Jones and Johnson to knock down some threes, to loosen up the defense, and give Murray and Jokic a little bit of space.
Jones starting for Aaron Gordon. They go inside. The try by DiVincenzo. It's right. Jackson to the hole. Nice assist by Jokic.
Great assist by the big man running the PG. But that's what they're going to need. They're going to need some of those relief baskets to get themselves going. Maybe get Minnesota to call a timeout here and regroup.
Quick release. Murray and another 2. Down Cameron Johnson.
Minnesota helping him out a little bit. Taking not great shots here to start.
7-0 Denver 1. Getting things underway here in the second half. Randall, the fake, the drive, the dance, and the foul.
Cam Johnson doing a great job of finishing at the rim. Candace, they need those relief buckets right now. The way that Minnesota is guarding in the half court, you do not want to see all 5 of those guys.
Jones picked up his second. Never seen.
And for that reason right here, Denver playing a little bit faster. They're able to set their defense and then get out in transition. Joker wants the ball. He wants it in secondary.
Oh, look at the defense by Gobert. Here comes Randall. Rudy Gobert has 3 blocks. He took it as an affront that he was number 4 in Defensive Player of the Year voting. The stunner step by Murray. Room to fire with the miss. The collision with
face.
DiVincenzo picks up his second. Jokic at the line. 14 points. A pristine 5 of 5 from the stripe. He's got in game 1. Double-double in game 2. Dosunmu back in. DiVincenzo, Gobert with the screen. And here comes Randall with the fake. The drive into Jones goes by Brown, knocked away. It's retrieved. Strother there, down court, and they go up, and it was knocked away with a nice defensive play. DiVincenzo. Randall 3.
And I don't like that.
Jokic.
I don't like it. It's got to go to the backside. I like that off the catch off the backside, but what you're doing is you're bailing out the Nuggets defense.
Even though his hands was up, he left with his body, and Cam did a great job of making sure he got the contact. To your point, Candace, as we talked about, this quarter and this half will be called.
Head down and get to the paint. It takes a lot of energy, but they won game 2 outscoring Denver in the paint. They had 52 paint points. Today, the recipe, they have 46-20. That is the blueprint to winning this game.
And approaching 7 to play in the third. It's Dosunmu with the shot clock at 7. DiVincenzo. Brown is there. Brown swats it away.
Denver's strengths has been a position defensive team. They can load up when you're not penetrating, when you're not touching that paint. They're a really good defensive team, and it allows them to corral you into those kind of shots.
Minnesota scoreless, and Edwards left with his 4th foul. Jokic 3, rebound. Jones was out there. Brown goes on DiVincenzo. Defense has picked up the intensity for Denver. Reed. Gobert. Jokic will defend.
Oh, my goodness.
Cannot get it. Jokic the rebound.
You tried to get in the mid-post. Don't lie.
I did.
Gobert picked up his second. Bones Highland has come in for DiVincenzo. It's Jokic right now with the double-double. Settling down after a miserable first quarter. Drives inside and gets two more.
That's what Bones do, but I got to go back and give credit to Rudy. Bones had that wide open shot because Rudy's setting screens. His screen setting today has been elite.
Christian Brown probing, feeding. Jokic over Reed. Rebound Gobert.
A little bit,
But
but once again,
he beat him to the spot.
And benefit of the doubt.
And chest to chest, yep.
Denver has been the more aggressive team. And so the Wolves give him the benefit of the doubt.
Tim Hardaway is checked in for Cam Johnson. Jokic steers his way in the paint. Over Gobert. Rebound Rudy, 9. 10, third quarter. Brown picks up number 1. Series tied at 1-1. Denver won the first game by 11. Wolves won Monday, game 2 by 5. Reed dancing on Jokic.
And we're a capable playmaker in the middle at the free throw line and allow them to play 2-on-2 on the backside.
It's Murray accelerating, scooping.
This game, stay with this crowd, stay with this energy.
Murray just missed his first free throw of the series. 16 of 16 in game 1, 2 of 2 in game 2, 3 of 4, now 4 of 5 tonight.
Playmaker's hands, it takes you out of your natural offense.
Jones is on Highland with a fake, and he fired, and a foul.
And you can reap the benefits of those second chance points.
I mean, the others has to get down there, and they have to help Jokic rebound the basketball. We talked about them losing the last game, second chance 20-3, because it's not a collective effort on the readies.
Coming off 2 consecutive 30-point games, but here in game 3, just 10 for Denver. You want to own a game-worn home for authentic game-worn jerseys.
Hit him with the duh one more time.
In the field, and Jake McDaniels is 6'9". Those guys are doing some of the things that Ant normally does. So this is the game to be in a little foul trouble.
Reed, a lot of traffic in the paint. Whistle.
Aggressive. Minnesota has to continue to attack the gaps. When you draw 2, get rid of it.
And here goes Murray. And Jokic. He'll take a 3 for Denver. Reed the rebound.
And he just cannot get it to go. 1 of 8 from downtown.
That's the second time that Spencer didn't touch the ground. Give to Malou on the way down, but he's just an inaudible player.
Highland picks up his first. Jokic at the free throw line for the Denver Nuggets.
And
for Jokic tonight, he's only got 3 assists. In the first 2 games, he was racking up the assists at a pretty good rate. In fact, he was passing more than shooting, but tonight it's been the opposite. It just hasn't fallen.
As most star players need to do in game 3, but to Minnesota's credit, they're not giving up those backdoor layups, Kevin. He does a great job.
Gobert gets it from Reed.
Well, Minnesota's doing a great job of not giving up those backdoor layups and giving those easy layups to
Nugget foul.
you know, one thing I love is a nice little pocket pass right here. Naz Reid, a playmaker, big to big. Jokic helps up, leaves Rudy. Just throw it up anywhere in the vicinity.
Najee just picked up his second personal foul. Julian Strother's checked in with Najee to Gobert tonight. 7 points, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks. It's Strother down the lane, scooping. No, Jokic, yes.
And Denver?
On the Gobert screen. Dosunmu across the circle. Shot clock it down to 3. Across the lane and knocked away and foul.
When you put pressure on a defense like that and you do not settle, good things happen.
My kind of basketball, Candace. He's on the floor, on the offensive end of the floor, and now he has even more responsibility on the defensive end.
And do you think that that's having an impact on the way he's shooting the ball? I mean, right now, he is 6 of 23.
And is winning that, plus 14 points off the bench tonight. A lot of them because of the 19 points for Dosunmu, and at the line.
He shot nearly 40% from beyond the arc tonight, 19% from three, and 29% for the game.
I mean, you can tell just by being in the interview with Coach Alderman earlier, getting that news at 4 o'clock that Aaron Gordon has another foul is called.
Points for Gobert with the 10 rebounds and the 3 blocks. Final minute, third quarter. Series tied at 1. Brown, Hardaway, 3. Jokic, screen, book it.
And finally,
Gets it off. Now he gets it back. Strother will defend. Trying to chisel his way in the corner. 3 Reed. Rebound and now to Hardaway.
Look at Rudy denying all the way out, not allowing the catch to be made. This is a guy they need to get going.
Reed push becomes both eulogy and reckoning. An examination of the man behind the logo, Jerry West. The logo, streaming now only on Prime.
That's over in Atlanta right now playing well, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Good point. And they were hoping that this guy right here be the guy to come in and fill that void, and he has done.
Shot again with the rebound by Bruce Brown out there with Murray, Najee, Hardaway, Jones, and a drive inside.
they are used to shooting a lot of threes and making a lot of threes, 40% in the regular season. They're going to the paint now, and as a result, they're shooting more free throws.
Well, the Nuggets won. Minnesota has been dominating this game. What you do not want is you don't want confidence to start to get going for Denver. Is now 4 can possibly be taken away. So keep that pressure on them.
So the Denver Nuggets' worst field goal percentage in any game this season was 40%. And they're at 31. These Jokic bench minutes, always important for Denver. They've been treacherous in the past.
Well, you know it's going to be a heavy dose of Jamal Murray in the middle of the court operating, and they will live and die with that.
Randall defended him well. Murray on the fly. Small lineup, Brown the fake, the drive, he'll fire. Rebound, Reed inside.
Let's go Wolves!
And now Randall. And Bones Highland.
And then looked at the ref like something's wrong with him.
You can't do it on the floor, you can't do it in public. Murray at the line. Nice shot, rattles in.
Denver's to play make from the free throw line.
Here's Highland right here. Kyle Anderson getting ready to check in for Minnesota. Hasn't played. Edwards 3.
Lions offense for the last 6-7 minutes. Going back into the third quarter, they're settling more jump shots. The recipe has been to get to...
Edwards with the ball. Foul trouble right now. Works on Hardaway. Swashbuckling, moving, driving, collision, out of bounds.
As Denver is eating into it, and a lot of it has to do with this guard-to-guard screen coming out of the corner, allowing Murray to operate. Facing a layup, Jokic cleaning up, and then Murray getting to that patented mid-range jump shot.
Reed and Highland are gone. Kyle Anderson and first time Anderson's been in. Edwards drives, double right there, metal wall, shot clock at 3. The cutting Dosunmu! Dosunmu! Wow!
You know who haven't taken a pressure on the gas pedal? Candace. That's the soul move. He has made sure that his entire night he's been putting his hand and being aggressive, doing exactly what the whole Minnesota Timberwolves team needs to continue to do.
And guess what happened?
Edwards, you bring them up, Candace. The knee is not 100%. It's been a problem. He's playing on one leg.
Into the basket. He puts his head down because there is nothing that they can do
In game 1. So he is not quite himself. And the coach has said he's frustrated by
things you want to do all the time, but this is the time right here where you show your greatness in a whole different way. Anthony Edwards got to understand right now his teammates
shooting 40% from 3 in the regular season with legs. It's a little different when you're injured, having to adjust your game, and he made that adjustment in game 2.
Look at this defense by McDaniels. Murray trying to get away. Thinking, firing, no. Rebound, Brook.
Can't no one over that guard because no one is doing this. He's making sure that he's pretty much wearing his jersey. He's fighting over all the screens. He's making sure that the shots are tough. He's long. He hit it to the defensive end of the floor, and he's just going to make it hard on Murray all night.
Anderson picked up the foul. Corner 3. Bucket. Nice shot. Spins up.
As now we're just making mistakes, and we all know that basketball is a game of run, especially with a team that can knock down the three. You got to be careful.
Now he's not in there, and so they're trying to find out where their offense is coming from, and it's coming from a space beyond the three-point line right now.
Shot clock at 6, Hardaway 3. The Timberwolves have 7, Denver none this half. Turnovers. It's helped them edge their way back in. 8 to play in regulation. Anderson. McDaniels. It's a 3. No. Hardaway.
And the zone is proving to be the recipe for the Nuggets. It has taken Minnesota out of the rhythm. Is that number 6 on Anthony Edwards?
It'll be number 5 on Edwards. They gave the other one to Anderson.
Okay.
They gave the other one to Anderson.
I was about to say.
I was about to say.
Why is he still in the game, first of all? I was about to say.
Consecutive playoff. But he's played with 3 different teams. Gobert comes back in. The crowd on their feet, man. They are appreciating as Jokic checks in. And Edwards right now. Edwards is going to the locker room with a bite.
They want this Chick-fil-A right here, Kevin. That's why they got loud.
Missed twice.
They want this Chick-fil-A sandwich right here. Sorry. To your point, Candace, and we wanted to ask this question in the meeting with Coach about the zone and see if they would use it. They utilize it, and it's kind of taking Minnesota out of their rhythm as Randall.
12. It's Brown against DiVincenzo, who just checked in. Rudy knocked it away. Another steal. They forgot third Hardaway. DiVincenzo meets him. Jokic, corner, Jones on top, Murray. Back into Jokic, the spin, the knock away.
Gobert is doing on Jokic. Yes, he's doing incredible, but you got to give credit to Julius Randle and Naz Reid, who have drawn that matchup quite a bit. So Jokic is getting a lot of heavy doses of those 3.
Jokic 3, no. Rebound. In the fourth quarter, Denver has gone 2 of 10. Minnesota has gone 2 of 7. In the paint, hard shot. McDaniels.
The offense look good because they know who to attack and they know where to go. They run the pick and roll at Jokic. When he was out of the game, they was kind of in between.
It's Jokic again. Gobert the close. Jokic.
7 of 8 shots when he was the primary defender. Well, he's doing it again here in Game 3.
Inside Gobert. Fouled agained each other. Gobert plus 21 and Jokic minus 21. I mean, just the plus minus numbers are always one indication of how the game is going.
And big in every series, you want your big to control the lane on both ends of the floor. And Gobert is putting a master class on of controlling the paint on both ends.
Appreciate his greatness right now because I think we take it for granted. Well, in this series right now, he's showing us why he's been picked as a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year.
It's Jones, Murray, the drive, and he got it. The winner goes up 2 games to 1. It's Dosunmu with a marvelous performance off the bench. Randall doubled, and they've been concentrating on him. 3, Dosunmu, no. Rebound, 16 points tonight. Jokic, 24. Foul.
That's all McDaniels. Not giving up on the...
Obviously, McDaniels' offensive side has improved year after year, but defensively, he has not let up at all game from the first tip on. He's been trailing, locking and trailing, putting his body...
Oh, just about had it. Randall. Go Murray, the athletic catch.
Rudy.
And the Nuggets the other way. McDaniel, boy, he is all over Murray. Foul, Gobert reaching in on Jokic.